And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. This show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Bowden Francis. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, popped up left side. Coffee makes the play. 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. With their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
That one just misses, and it's 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one just misses. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1 down, base is empty. Up the middle, Bichette whips it to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
2 down, base is empty. Eddie Murray will hit next. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Bichette makes the catch, and that'll do it. Orioles nothing. Blue Jays coming up. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And towing the slab, Jim Palmer. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Bottom of the first. And
Leading
now for the
off
Jays,
Toronto,
Paul Molitor.
second baseman,
This guy
Paul
is an elite level hitter, especially
Molitor.
considering contact and just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. And there's a ball.
There's some players, for
one strike.
whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cowser in position, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cutter Coffee. And that's in the dirt. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jose Bautista next up for the Blue Jays. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for Toronto in the first. We'll go to the second from Rogers Center with no score. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the veteran shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that one almost got him. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Swing and a miss, struck him out on a splitter.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Bobby Grich, the next to hit for the Orioles. On the ground to the left, Bichette. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Colton Cowser.
And into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. Second inning here, no score. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Helpful.
Two outs. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He nails one out to right. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill launched a homer in his most recent game. Up and in, now 2-2. That one ripped. Lays out and makes the play.
We take another look at that great catch on this turf field. You really have to be sure because there is no forgiveness. He sacrificed. It's going to hurt, but it was totally worth it.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
We head to the bottom of the second.
fielder,
Now it's the right fielder, Sean
Sean Green.
Righty delivers. Fly ball center field. Mullins settles under it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 6th, left fielder
Anthony Santander at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Outside. And now it's 3-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing
The
more
shortstop,
fastballs in that location. Hitters,
Bichette.
especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bichette up to the dish. 2 down, nobody on. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. And that's outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Rogers
Leading off
Center,
for the
new
Orioles,
inning getting started.
catcher,
Here's Adley Rutschman. Swing and a miss, and the count is even, 2-2. Gets a piece, and stays alive. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. On to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So digging in, Cedric Mullins. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Brian Roberts now at the plate. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Green makes the play, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Alejandro Kirk.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Rutschman down to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Strike on the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside, almost got him. This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
That one not close, and it's 3 and 2. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Misses off the inside, and it's 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one hit to right. Cowser snags it, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. On to the 4th. Now the third baseman, Brooks Robinson.
Brooks Robinson.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So up next, Cutter Coffee. 1 down, base is empty.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jose Bautista next up for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays down a run. And a swing and a miss.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And it remains 2-2. This one in the air, right field. Cowser on his way over, brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Offense held in check there. We played 4. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
The designated hitter, Bobby Grich.
That one out to right. And that is foul. That's to 3rd. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser digs in now. And there's a foul ball. The next offering misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One down, base is empty. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. See you later. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 2-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Bowden Francis out of the game. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new arm.
Now pitching to
Tommy
the Blue
Nance
Jays.
gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 45.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality
Tommy
pitches out of him right here.
Nance.
Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now Tyler O'Neill. The 1-1.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. And a foul ball. High. 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 High They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Nance sets, fires. That misses the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 2 away now. Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Cedric Mullins.
Pitch misses. 2-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now here is Sean Green.
Sean Green.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one inside. Full count now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Rip towards third. On to Murray. And that's the 1st out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, left fielder, Anthony
Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So 2 down now, and here is Bo Bichette. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail it here 3-0. Back now in Toronto, and stepping in is the speedy Brian Roberts. Next pitch is outside.
You know, these Orioles really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Next offering is in for a strike.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Line drive, puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Brooks Robinson. Here's a 1-1. Lined, and that's a base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
Eddie Murray, the next to hit. And there's the strike. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. And he got him. And there's 2 down.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken Jr. That one misses. 2-1. And that's in for a strike. Robinson leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses. That K is his 3rd of the game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Orioles 3 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1.
Well, these Jays, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Out to short, Ripken. Tosses across to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, center fielder, Dalton.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Swings through that one.
Yeah, we go beyond just fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The Blue Jays trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And that skips into dirt. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got it. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Chad Green. He's making his second appearance of the season. And the batter now, Bobby Grich.
Leading off for Baltimore, the designated hitter, Bobby Grich.
Stays alive. Next offering misses, and the count's full. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Grich on at first, nobody out. Next pitch is outside, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
You got a full count. 3-2.
Ground ball could be 2. Fired to second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, one out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And that one is inside. One out. Runners at first and second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 2.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
And that misses. And now 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Cutter Coffee.
Cutter Coffee next up for the Blue Jays. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? And that is in for a strike. It's 2-2.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jose Bautista. 2 outs. That misses, and the count is 3-1.
This pitcher has done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one blasted deep to right. Cowser raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Orioles 3 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Blue
back,
Jays.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Eric
50.
Swanson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So back to the top of the order, and now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, third baseman, Brooks Robinson.
And into the box for Baltimore, Brooks Robinson. Clips the corner, 2-2 now.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swings and misses. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Eddie Murray, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Now batting, first baseman, Eddie Murray.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. Coming home. Safe, and it's 4-0.
Everything came together for him. The pitch was dotted down and away. Good location, but a great job at the plate to spoil it and drive it the other way. Beautiful swing.
One out, runner at second. Now it's the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Ball in.
Out towards right center field. Varsho sizing this one up. Nabs it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Bobby Grich.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Bobby Grich.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gregory Soto.
Now
bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now the right fielder, Sean Green. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And down on strikes. And 1 out now. Now the left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Left fielder, Anthony Santander.
The Orioles leading by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one missing inside. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Ripped to short. Cal gets it over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. And it's fouled away. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 93, Jimmy Garcia.
Stepping in, Colton Cowser.
Leading off for the Orioles, right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. And now it's 1-2. That's out to center field. Varsho under it. Squeezes it. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a pop-up. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Adley Rutschman.
2 down, base is empty. Adley Rutschman getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Green makes the catch, inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Orioles 4 and the Jays nothing. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Yennier Cano.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Yennier Cano.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Right side. Cowser tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. On the ground to short, Ripken. Now only 1 out remaining.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Next to hit, Paul Molitor. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Two outs.
Ball 2.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Coming home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 4-1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Yennier Cano done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Darren O'Day comes on trying to close it out. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next for Toronto, Cutter Coffey. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This could end it. And it stays fair. Coming home. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And now just a 2-run deficit. Jose Bautista next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Cowser ranging back. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. The 2-run shot, and we are starting over. It's 4-4.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something, but really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Now it's going to be Sean Green in the air right field, and that will fall.
Now batting, Left fielder.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Darren O'Day won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Coming
Baltimore.
out for the Orioles, Felix
Number
Bautista.
74.
He has a great
Felix
slider
Bautista.
with tons of movement. So 2 down, Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. But a magical comeback is complete here in the last half of the 9th as they fight back to even it up. And we are tied 4-4. Top of the 10th now, and it'll be a pinch hitter. Gunnar Henderson. Big spot for him here. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Tied at 4. Upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jeff Hoffman up and loosening in the pen. Bastardo warming up as well. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Varsho pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles.
Next to hit,
Second
Ryan
baseman,
Roberts.
Ryan Roberts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Base is empty, 1 away here in extra innings. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
And that's way high. And that's ball 3. Brooks Robinson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike 3. Got him swinging. 2 gone. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
Now batting,
And the
third
defense
baseman,
breathes a sigh of
Brooks
relief because he puts
Robinson.
pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Brooks Robinson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Inside, 2-1. Two down, nobody on, and that's in for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Kirk to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. On to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Ramon Laureano into the game as a defensive sub now, and he'll take over in center. Bo Bichette now at the plate.
The Jays, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Out in front and foul to the left side. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next pitch off the plate. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missed.
That's a really good take.
Dalton Varsho in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trust in your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Pinch hitter coming on, Andres Jimenez. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. Swing and a pop-up. Roberts makes the catch, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We push on to the 11th, and we are tied 4-4.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Blue Jays.
and on the mound is the closer, Jeff
Number
Hoffman.
23.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Davis Schneider into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. And into the box for Baltimore, Eddie Murray. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And he'll pull into second safely.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Go ahead run on base. Cal Ripken Jr. digs in now. And that one ripped into right. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Jordan Westburg. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And next is the designated hitter, Bobby Grich.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Oh, that's just out.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And that's outside. Colton Cowser in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball four, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. So they're all loaded up. On the ground, and it's just foul. That was close.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Now at the plate, Tyler O'Neill. Next offering is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Yep.
Foul tip, and he hangs on. That's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
With the go-ahead run at third, we are in the 11th.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him! They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom of the inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Paul Molitor.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. It's a leadoff double, and the winning run is at second base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Really important at bat coming up now.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Here's the third baseman, Cutter Coffee. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
One away, and the game-winning run stands at second. Next offering is down low.
That must feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Felix Bautista will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Cionel Perez will take over here.
58.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Jose Bautista. He made his presence felt in a big way back in the ninth with a 2-run homer.
Yeah, it was a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone was fired up. Even the bat boy pretty hyped. And obviously a swing that's been huge in terms of where we are now in this ballgame.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Almost got him. Winning run stands at second. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. To kick, the 3-2. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Green. And that drops in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brian Baker is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Eflin also getting ready. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings and sends a rocket to right. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Blue Jays walk it off in the 11th.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.